Today we're talking about the Moldorm bounce and how to get it first try. Here's all you gotta do. So let's get it, and then I'll explain right after. So we got the glowy sword, that means we're set. There's the explosion, that's important. And we're across. And that's how easy it is to skip the hook shot and win your randomizer race without having to hover. Okay, so let's back up. So I'm gonna start by getting Moldorm out of the way. Or he's gonna get me out of the way. This platform's not big enough for both of us. And I'm gonna start with positioning the bomb and other bomb-related things. Okay, so here's a bomb. Here's a bomb exploding. Very key. But yeah, so the bomb, it sits there for a couple seconds, and then starts changing color. So it's gonna change color. See if I can catch the colors a little better. Okay, so there's like blue, green, black, blue. Okay, so this blue is important. It's the fake blue. And it's going to be followed by the fake red and the fake gray. So you gotta watch out for those. They're not important, but they look important. Here's the second cycle of the colors. So it's the same cycle, I think. And this is the real blue. So from here, it's about 5 frames if you're doing a slash. I'll probably talk about that later, actually. But that was the old setup where you did slashes. You'd look for the blue, and you'd look for the red. From the red, it's 1 frame slash. Each of the colors stay here for 2 frames each. Okay, so it goes blue, red, and then the gray, and then the explosion. So the setup I'm going to talk about, we're looking for this explosion frame. This is what we're looking for. And then on the Link side, bomb's down, Link is over here with the sword out. And you want to charge a full spin. That's when you get the yellow flash. So let's go through. That was the fake gray. So here's real blue, real red, real gray. Explosion. I'm holding a B all this time to charge the spin. But here I'm going to close the text box with A and just not hold B anymore. So it'll release the spin on the first frame it can. And that'll do a spin attack. And this'll have the spin hit Moldorm the same frame that the explosion hits Link. That's what we're aiming to do. That's how you get across. Okay. So there's spin, explosion, same frame. Positioning, you need to be around here at the highest to make it across. So something like you be this high up. But usually you're going to be lower, and then do a diagonal to cross. So you just try to be in this range, and it'll usually be fine. And then the bomb positioning. The bomb can hit you anywhere. It doesn't matter where the bomb hits you. So can be below, it can be above. Bomb doesn't matter. It just has to hit you. So normally what I'll do is put the bomb down here, because now I can, like, if I mess up, then I get knocked upwards and I don't fall in the pit. So from there, just watch out for not dropping it off the edge, so then you don't have a bomb. But you can put it anywhere. Up here is fine. Just have to get hit by it. So next, we're going to look at Moldorm's knockback. Yep, that's how it goes. Touch Moldorm and you get pushed backwards. So you can just smack Moldorm and you get an idea of how you get knocked back. But when you do the bomb with the knockback, you just go a little extra distance. So like him from below, he gets knocked straight down. So that's really all you're aiming for. But what you're keeping an eye on, I guess the only reason I mention it, is if you hit him from the side, then you get knocked far to the side instead of downwards. So like you can be a little low, but more to the right, and you'll be pushed farther right than down, and then you won't make the jump. Okay, now one of the major parts of the trick is getting used to Moldorm's AI, because this is how you set it up. So you need the bomb, the spin, and Moldorm to be in range of each other, all on the same frame. So that means you need to have Moldorm set up so you can hit him. So you do that by knowing his AI. I might even just read it off the wiki here. Or maybe I'll have closed the wiki in advance, whatever. Anyway, his AI is that he turns a bit, he goes forward a tiny amount, he turns a bit more, and then he faces Link and goes forward a lot. So what I try to do is, when he faces Link and goes forward a lot, is when I try to hit the tail and set up the bomb jump. The purpose of hitting the tail is so that he stops moving, and it lasts for most of the duration of the bomb fuse. So it helps a lot with positioning. You don't need to hit him, but it helps. So you do need to spend a lot of time just watching Moldorm, getting used to him. And for positioning Moldorm, here's what I do. So I try to stand at one of these top center pieces to get him up here. And then I stand where I want to do the bomb jump after. So there. That was the face link go forward. And there it is again. There it is again. There it is. There. And here. Okay, so what I do is I stand by the pit and clink into him a couple times. Because most times this times the hit pretty well, and it ensures that Moldorm is by the edge of the pit. By timing it well, I mean I can place a bomb, clink Moldorm, and then the bomb will be exploding while Moldorm is still there. Anyway. So you do also have to get a feel for the timing of the spin. This should be fine. Like, this looks like an ideal setup right here. I clinked him 4 times. So when you get to 5 or 6, that you might not be able to start a spin fast enough. But here's the spin, and I got like 5 frames to go. And he just now started moving, so he's going to be within range of the spin. This is select buffering. I'm trying to advance 1 frame at a time, so I find the right frame. This is the wrong frame. So I jumped 2 frames forward, and that's why I missed it. Otherwise, that was ideal. So get him up there. He might hit me here. Did again. What else is there talked about? I don't know. So again, I bait him up here, and then bait him down here. Clink against the edge, get a poke, start charging the spin right away. At this point, I'm watching where he's facing, and I'm going to take side steps while select buffering, if I have to. In this position, he might turn around. He probably will, actually. We'll see if he hits me. But it looks like he's going to hit the edge and then turn around. If he can move in time. He should be able to move in time. He has lots of time. So I think I'll fall off here, but we'll see. See if he turns around here. Yep. So let's try and run. Okay, now we're waiting for this frame. So this will get a bounce. I didn't get hit. We made it to the frame. It's gonna knock me to the right. Sometimes you can make it, even. Here. There I walked into the pit, and so I couldn't slash. If you're standing too close to the edge, then you won't get bounced back at all. So you have to watch for that too. Okay. So here I get to be a little higher. I just have to know my limits. He's still in a good spot. Bomb's about to explode. When he's moving, you can see Moldorm advance by 1 frame. When you truly move it a frame forward. Okay, there. And we're across. Okay, we did it. Okay, so here's another trick you can do. Instead of swinging down to charge a spin, I guess here's how it works. So you hit the tail and then pause, and then you already have your spin charged. The only risk here is that you're facing up now, and so you might tag him. Like, as soon as he breaks free, you can bounce off of him into the pit. Like right there. So if you have trouble getting a spin, you can do that. That works with pause or select. Might come in handy to know. I don't ever really try to do this way anymore. Got phased out for being too inconsistent. So here's our setup. I'm a little high. There's blue. That should be first blue. Or fake blue. I'm gonna save state anyway. Yeah, that was fake blue. So let's skip ahead. So here's real blue. So I'm gonna slash him. And you're looking for either a second blue or first red to time the slash. I'm gonna try for first red here. And then it's the first frame after you close the menu as you slash, is when you do the slash. Let's try and get that red again. This is why we don't do it anymore. That might have been second red before, because this looks different. Moldorm looks different. So there you go. So it's frame perfect. Close the menu, and then the very next frame slash. And that's on first red. And you just gotta work out a way to consistently press any button to close the menu, and then next frame, press B. So like, there's ways to do it. You can like just time it with 2 different fingers. You can roll 1 finger. And then with blue, it's just an extra frame you have to delay. That's for second blue. It'd be 2 frames before you slash. Where there's just 1 frame of space. I find that's easier. But you can go too early, like right there. Not to say you can't go too early on red. Anyway, that's the slash method. So I think I'd like to spend some time just putting in attempts and talking about why they fail or why they work. Okay, so I'm gonna try position. I didn't really like that. It looked like it would have worked. But I'm trying to keep him away from the leftmost side. Oh, yeah. So the reason I do this side instead of this side, 1 is because you start over here, and 2 is because Link is left-handed. And so the sword's gonna be on the left side, and that's just safer. So come up here. So sometimes it's just hard to press all the inputs fast enough. It's like walk down, drop a bomb, face up, and then sword, slash to start a spin. And so sometimes I just fail because of that. So here I clink too many times, so I'm not going to get a spin in time. But if I had a spin, that's good positioning. So probably there I would have wanted to pause to have an upward spin. But then I would have had to worry about going too left. So here's too high up, but there's a chance he moves down towards me. It should explode here, but I won't reach him. Okay, so I'm gonna walk left, and I'll be in range of him. So like here, I'm still in range. And he's not gonna move out of range, so we can still make this. Too far back. I thought I was good. It's just a pixel too high. So here's that left-handed sorting. Here's pretty perfect, except I'm covering the bomb. That's blue. There's a few pixels of bomb, so you can kind of tell. Gray. Sword's not charged yet. Sometimes the sword not charging gets me. Like right there. I thought I was good. That was a lot of clinks, so we'll see. Sword wasn't charged again. I find it's hard to decide in time if you want to pause to keep your sword out. Like there I should have. But you kind of have to practice it too. He's up here. He's on left side, so I'll position him for left side. I'm gonna follow him a bit. He is gonna turn around, but I think I'll get the bomb explosion before that. I should have followed him further. Yeah, I should have followed him more. So that's what went wrong there. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's when you hit him, then he doesn't turn anymore, but goes forward. So that he wasn't turning. Then he turned right after. Never mind. He's gonna come at me. So there I got lucky. I hit him, I saw he was gonna come forward, and so I was able to work with that. But that was a risky way to do it. Okay, there he faces Link goes up. He's out of range, so I'm gonna reposition. It's too far away again. I could have worked with that. I just didn't select buffer in time. That's all that was. Here, I'm not really sure what he's gonna do. The last frame's the hardest. Got faked out again. There, he outranged me. There I placed the bomb really early. I don't have a good way to get on the left side of him. So bomb explodes next frame. Almost. If I didn't clink him, I would have gone flying to the right. Okay, he turned, so I can stay here. Oh, that's gonna hit me, so I gotta run. I would have thought that angle would have worked. Couldn't see the bomb, so I just had to go frame by frame. But you can always see the explosion if you're standing on top of the bomb. Yeah, there he was gonna go upwards at out of range. I didn't need to pause that at all. I had time. But it's really hard to switch between the pause method and the not pause. Here he turns around and probably goes a bit right. It looks like he's going straight. Okay, so I'll go under him. We're good here. I just need to advance the frames. Okay, he's in the good spot. Now he's too far over. I'm too far from the bomb. So I can't tell how far down he's going to be here. Looks like he's coming for me. This should not work, I don't think. I think the angle's bad. But I don't really have time to move. Okay, this should work. I was able to move down 2 pixels. So you can do a lot with just moving a pixel at a time. Maybe we'll get one more. So this is good. I just need to not get hit. So I'm gonna walk down. Everything's looking good. And we're across. And here's where you hover back.